So, Marie and Bernardo have been in and out of my life for a long time, and I've moved maybe 30, 40 times in my lifetime, and I'm about to be 19. I've lived throughout California, Fremont, was born in Hayward, Centermount, Modesto. I've been all over the place. Did you know that moving around actually causes a child trauma? It's unstable. It literally causes them damage. I haven't moved once, not twice, at least 30 times that I can recall. Peru, Florida, Qatar. Exposure to so many harmful things, not just people. But, there's this song by Janae Aiko, Jukai, I believe that's how you pronounce it. And she says, hell is not a place, hell is not a certain evil, hell is other people, or their lack thereof, and their lack of love, and their lack of love. It's been a journey. I remember being 7, 8 years old, taking the bus by myself in the Metropolitano in Peru to go to school, an arts school, by myself at the age of 7 or 8, maybe 12, but still a child by themselves in the streets. At that time, I was just living with my mom in Peru with my niece, which I still don't understand why we had my niece with us and not my sister, and why my niece wasn't living with her mom. Shit's just been all over the fucking place with these individuals. So much moving around. It's just, it fucks with your head. It really does. Because you never know when you're going to move next and how it's going to go. Especially with the shit that's happened in 2020 and 2021, where they have locked me up in mental hospitals, which is just a concentration camp. But they just like putting nice words. Mental health hospital. Or a rehabilitation center in Peru, which is another concentration camp. And I literally am not addicted to anything. They had no proof, because there is none. No evidence that I'm addicted to anything. None. Absolutely none. In fact, Maria was the one that gave me Wachuma, San Pedro, DMT, some tobacco up my nose. But I was the one that was locked away. I was a minor at that time. I wasn't 18, as I am now, which I'm about to turn 19 now. Isn't that lovely? Isn't that stunning? So, first time I was locked up was in Florida in a mental hospital. I didn't see sunlight for 9 days. I was maybe locked up maybe 5, 6 times in Florida in total, within maybe 3 months. July, August, September, October, November, December. 4 months maybe. Actually, no. I believe it was all within the same month, actually. Maybe. Maybe 2 months. It's been quite the ride. It's been quite the journey. So, since Maria was embarrassed to have me be her child, to be the disappointment or the imperfect, perfect daughter, she decided, let's go to Peru. I had no choice. I can't pay for my own bills. They were paying $8 an hour in Florida in 2020. $8 an hour. Even if now they're paying $15 an hour, that's still not enough to make a living. As you saw in the previous, at least here in Cali, sure, we make $15 an hour. But the minimum requirement to actually live in an apartment, at least, is way more than that. So, I have to financially depend on them. Starting in 2020, I believe, is when that happened. I've reported my parents to CPS, and they've done nothing. I was supposed to go make a police report myself in order for the case and shit to go through. Didn't end up doing that because I was kidnapped by Annalisa Nicole Caddigan, my boss from Hollister, from San Francisco Premium Outlets in Livermore, California. And I was with her for, I believe, 2 months, maybe more. 3 hours away from my hometown. I lived in San Ramon, California. She lived in Marina County, California. I had also made a report against Marina Olivo Bautista Camara. Let's just say the system doesn't love kids. Okay, very simply. The only thing that did go through was the case against Annalisa Nicole Caddigan, and there was an interrogation. But thanks to Maria being the lovely mother that she is, she told me to shut the fuck up and to never say anything and to not expose Anna because it's so sad. And she was literally crying that such an innocent person, a pedophile, a rapist, Annalisa Nicole Caddigan, could go to prison for doing nothing. You mean sexually assaulting a child, being a pedophile, being a rapist? Okay. The only reason I went back to San Ramon was because I was trying to run away from Anna, and the only reason I left San Ramon in the first place was to run away from my parents. And now I'm in Modesto. It's been a rough past 2 years. So that's why I'm still surprised every single time I see 2022. It's been 5 days, and I check the date every day. Also, it's 1:23 a.m. Interesting. At least in Florida time. Yeah. Yeah. almost forgot to mention the arrest that took place in 2020 when my cousin, Genesis Acevedo Cruz, or Christian Acevedo Cruz, sex trafficked me here in Modesto, right across the street at Garrison Park. Yeah, gang raped. Called the cops because I thought the cops would help. And the cops took away my phone, gang raped me, and arrested me for assault and battery. I was still a minor. Because I was defending myself, they arrested me for assault and battery. And I went to jail for 2 days. Juvie for 2 days. I was in the observational unit, as well as solitary confinement, which I'm sure is 100% illegal, but they find a way to make it legal because they just love making laws and breaking them. They just... Merc. Like, who would even make a Baker Act? Although this shit is fucked up. I just... Yeah. So, that's my life. Beautiful, amazing, stunning, gorgeous. Yeah. I think I only made reports against Martina and Anna and my parents. And I think the only report that I didn't make was against Frank Marinus Clausen III, my karate coach, which I'll show videos or pictures of later. So, yeah. There's a lot to go into. This is gonna be a long video. It's already been 12 minutes just recording this simple video, and now I'm gonna add it to the rest, so this is gonna be quite some tea to spill. For sure. Also, Martina, why would you subscribe to my channel, but then change your password to Hulu? Because I've been using it. Like, really? I blocked you off everything. And it's not like I'm logged into your personal shit, because you were logged into my personal shit, your ex-best friend's personal shit, and your ex's personal shit. You were logged into their emails. As well as mine. And I only logged into your phone. How did you log onto the laptop? But you're mad that I'm logged into your Hulu, which really isn't. It's still... You're weird. You're weird for that. You're just overall weird. And then you have the audacity to subscribe to my channel. I blocked you October. December. It's been maybe 2 months, right? Feels longer though. Feels like it's been a really long time. I mean, technically it's about to be 3 months on the 8th, so that's why. So it's been around 3 months since I last saw you. And now we have matching tattoos. Isn't that cute? You can't see it. Yep. You got some nerve, bitch. And I swear, I'm pretty sure it was you who made that private call today, right? That private number. I mean, who the fuck else would it be? Sure, it could be Genesis or whoever the fuck else, but... Let's be real, you subscribed to my channel 5 days ago. And I get a missed call from a private number. Why are you so obsessed with me? You literally make me sick to my stomach. Like, I really would not be surprised if you show up at my door. or somewhere I happen to be, and then approach me and be like, I don't know what you would say or what you would do. You're predictable, but I don't even want to think about it. So I'm not even gonna try. You need help. But I'm not here to save you, rescue you, or change you, or whatever. You can do that on your own. You had the audacity to call me immature when you're the one that was an 18-year-old and decided to go for, aka prey on, a 15-year-old, aka 15-year-old me. Now you're gonna be 22, and I'm gonna be 19. And you're still preying on me. Okay. No wonder your friends called you out for being a pedophile on Snapchat. I remember you telling me that. I think you said like maybe 3 people were like, "What are you doing with someone so fucking young? Like, what the fuck are you doing?" And you talked to me about it. And you were like, "Oh my gosh, am I a pedophile?" And obviously, me being scared as fuck and in a really weird situation because I had just ran away again from my parents and moved in with you and the person you were cheating on me with. So I had nowhere to go. I didn't have enough money for anything. I had like $2.22 in my bank account. And all that shit was in Florida. Well, obviously, I was like, okay, let me comfort her and lie to myself because this is petrifying. But thanks to that fight with my ex coworker, Marie, and you, I ended up leaving because I saw your true colors. You're an evil bitch. You're a fucking racist, colorist, sexist, misogynistic, rapist, and a pedophile. Like, you totally dissed on that ex coworker for simply existing. And I felt the energy off. And he noticed it too. And thanks for him for speaking up about that. I left. And you had the audacity to be like, oh, you let me drive home drunk. I didn't tell you to get in the car. I didn't put a gun against your head and tell you to leave. We simply got in a fight, and you're the one that was immature and decided to angrily stare at me, angrily put on your boots, and leave like a little bitch. No one asked you to do all that. Nobody. Nobody. You did that to yourself. Again, also, nobody asked you to drink, let alone buy four locos with like what, 20% alcohol, knowing damn well your friend Marie isn't supposed to drink because that's why she got kicked out of Spain, because she ended up being an alcoholic over there. Wow, and you call yourself a good person. But I guess you got Marie under your little, right, wrapped around your finger like you would say Karina had you around hers. But you were just talking about yourself the whole time, and Karina's just a code word, and so is Pablo. Yeah, I know. Y'all make me sick. Y'all are disturbing. You really are. So, and it's funny that I ended up making a playlist like, I don't even know, maybe 4 days later or something. I think it was a playlist called For Margaret, and then in like little caption or whatever it said, I love car rides with you. Like, we literally broke up maybe 4 days ago, or I blocked you 4 days ago, and you're already hunting again. But you want to call me cold and rude and disrespectful and dumb and immature and whatnot. I haven't dated, seen anyone, nothing since I last saw you. Because I choose to heal. So, I guess have your thing. Damn, that's some shit. And the fact that my parents let all of this happen too. Like, what is an 18-year-old doing with a 15-year-old? I'm 18 now, and I'm a completely different person than who I was at the age of 15. I was, sure, I'm still insecure, but I was extremely insecure then. I've gained quite some confidence since then, and I've evolved. And now I'm trying to think about bills and shit like that. Money. Back then, I was just scared as fuck. Still am scared as fuck, but different things in mind. It's not the same. It's a huge age difference, you know. And if it weren't for you being held back, you would have been in college. And I would have been a high schooler. Completely different worlds. You, Bernardo, and Maria. Let that be a thing. Like, Maria has been the one that has gotten us back together pretty much every time. Because I ended up breaking things off with Martina. Because Frank, another pedophile, was like, oh, don't, Martina's not good for you. Because she does drugs and drinks alcohol and tattoos and blah blah blah. He was just a very conservative individual. And since I didn't have my father to look after me, I looked up to Frank Marinus Clausen III. Because I didn't have anyone. Again, very insecure, very broken person. Still am, but not as much, I would like to say. So, yeah. So I ended up breaking things off with Martina. And I was crying for like 3 days straight. And I think I ended up telling Maria what happened. And she's like, oh, just, we'll talk to Martina and we'll fix things. This bitch is a whole 18 years old. Was already doing sexual activities with me. Which, again, statutory rape. Therefore, rape. Like the very first time we hung out, I slept in her bed. Y'all let that happen. Y'all call yourself parents. If y'all weren't so neglectful, I wouldn't have even gone to her house because I'd have a stable home. But I didn't have a stable home. So I was looking for love outside. And ended up coming across more pedophiles and rapists and abusers. Because after Martino came Annalisa Nicole Cartier, who was 28 years old. And I was 16. Raped just before the age of 17. Because I left 2 days before my birthday. Nonetheless, still a pedophile. Still a rapist. But you don't want to call yourself parents for letting all that happen. For letting Frank Marinus Clausen III groom me for years. I met him at the age of 12. I ended things with him at the age of 17. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. That's 5 years. 5 years. 5 years. That you let this 66-year-old man groom me. But y'all want to be all righteous and whatever the fuck complex you have. Okay. Thank you for letting me move into a stranger this year, aka Erin Marie Cornelius, right? For abandoning me. And I'm still being neglected. Because, sure, Bernardo, you may pay for food and whatever the fuck else, but you're not emotionally there. That is neglect. So, thank you for being my parents. Also, 26 on the clock. Y'all are absolutely amazing. So, this is dedicated to you for being the absolute best fucking parents in the whole fucking universe. Okay? Thank you so much for all the pain and trauma. You're doing great.